Presidential Decree 1586, Environmental Impact Statement, EIS, Statement of 1978. Into background history of the law. PD 1586, otherwise known as Philippine Environmental Impact System. In the Philippines, we have Environmental Impact Statement System under Presidential Decree 1586, which was ratified on June 11, 1978. PD 1586 is a planning and management tool to determine environmental impacts and means to mitigate them. It aims to protect the environment despite the increasing demand of natural resources and development to attain sustainability. It contains 12 sections under PD 1586, signed by Ferdinand E. Marcos. Most important section of the Act. Section 4. No person, partnership or corporation shall undertake or operate any such declared environmentally critical project or area without first securing an environmental compliance certificate. 11 salient features of the Act. 1. Declares as a state policy to attain and maintain a rational and orderly balance between socio-economic growth and environmental protection. 2. EI's system. All agencies and instrumentalities of the national government-owned and controlled corporations, firms, and entitles to undertake an ELA for all proposed projects and undertakings which significantly affect the quality of the environment. 3. Penalty provisions, fines and/or penalties for every violation of conditions stipulated in the ECC and commencing projects without ECC. 12 categories of environmentally critical areas. 1. Areas declared by law as natural parks, watershed reserves, wildlife reserves and sanctuaries. 2. Areas set aside as aesthetic potential tourist spot. 3. Areas which constitute the habitat for any endangered or threatened species of indigenous Philippine wildlife, flora and fauna. 4. Areas which are traditionally occupied by cultural communities or tribes. 5. Areas frequently visited and/or hard hit by natural calamities, geologic hazards, floods, typhoons, etc. 7. Areas of critical slope. 8. Areas classified as prime agricultural lands. 9. Recharged areas of aquifers. 10. Water bodies. 11. Mangrove areas. 12. Coral reefs. 3. Strength of the Act. Section 9. Penalty for violation. Any person, corporation or partnership found violating Section 4 of this decree or the terms and conditions in the issuance of the Environmental Compliance Certificate or of the standards, rules and regulations issued by the National Environmental Protection Council pursuant of this decree shall be punished by the suspension or cancellation of its certificate or a fine in an amount not to exceed 50,000 pesos, 50,000, for every violation thereof, at the discretion of the National Environmental Protection Council. Weakness of the Act. It will surely be destroyed by people who keep on doing such negative things towards the environment. Opportunities of the Act. This law has a great opportunities that this law was created because it will give us protection and especially into our environment. Section 7. Management and financial assistance. The Ministry of Human Settlements is authorized to provide management and financial support to government offices under its supervision, using existing funds or additional budget as needed. Section 8. Rules and regulations. The National Environmental Protection Council shall issue the necessary rules and regulations to implement this decree. Section 9. Penalty for violation. Violations of the decree or environmental regulations can result in suspension, cancellation of the environmental compliance certificate, and/or a fine of up to 50,000 per violation, as determined by the National Environmental Protection Council. Section 10. Environmental Revolving Fund. proceeds from the penalties prescribed in the preceding Section 9 and other penalties imposed by the National Pollution Control Commission as authorized in PD 984 shall be automatically appropriated into an Environment Revolving Fund, hereby created as an exemption to PD 711 and PD 1234. Section 11. Repealing Clause. The Interagency Advisory Council of the National Pollution Control Commission is abolished, and its powers are transferred to the National Environmental Protection Council. Inconsistent laws and regulations are repealed, amended, or modified accordingly. Section 12. Effectively Clause. This decree shall take effect immediately. VI. Problem with Act implementation in the Philippines. In making the law, it should be need to submit first to the Senate and also to the President and to the House of Representatives before it will be enforced or publish. When implementing an act, it should be more strict. 7. Problem with the act implementation in your locality. Limited capabilities of the LGUs to perform monitoring system. Mining. 7. Recommendations. I suggested that LGUs should hire more people that can be assigned for the monitoring of all illegal operations. There should be a penalty for those who violates the rules or the act, and there should be a big penalty and raised to hundreds of thousands according to their violations.